now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
It. Super toe.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, pretty big piece of news around the NFL on Monday the 22nd. Dallas Cowboys, all the talk about them needing a big-time target out wide. They went and got Amari Cooper.
The speculation was there. The discussion was there. But then late Monday, as you noted, it became real. The Cowboys decided they needed a WR1 and went to Oakland and got Amari Cooper and gave up their #1 draft pick for 2019 in return.
What do you think of the fit there?
I think the fit is excellent. Dallas screaming for a wide receiver who can attract attention, stretch the field, and make big plays over the top. He can do all of that. He should help his quarterback, Dak Prescott, become an even better player.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Bruce Carter with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's Coleman. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina's offense taking the field again. This is a team that you saw in person last week against Philadelphia in the city of brotherly love, and they went in there and got the 21-17 victory.
Yeah, they didn't feel the love on the way out. Philly fans weren't happy at all. Up 17, as you mentioned. This is the biggest comeback in franchise history for the Carolina Panthers. All 21 of their points within the last 11 minutes of play, and they were going against the wind the entire fourth quarter. How about Cam Newton? Really found his touch in the fourth quarter. 269 yards passing.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 75 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan on. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Thomas Davis able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cornelder. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And Olsen over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. McCaffrey on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, he's the one that got to him. He died. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down again. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Newton to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Newton. Complete to right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, 52 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
12. Look out!
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Freeman again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a walk. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Do so.
On first down, Newton. Buying time to his left. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer,
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at their own 44. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll toss it to Coleman, and he'll take this one down to the 36. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of the...
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Let's go. 12.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Watch two. Ready. Back 25. Wait. Let's get off the field. Gun.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance. Wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
That's right now.
Newton on first down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. On second down, McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Needed 13. They got 14 on third down. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. His man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody. All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Arrowhead. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it. Get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now, earlier, Charles, we were talking about Drew Brees and all he has accomplished so far this season with the records that he's broken. But let's take a look at New Orleans as a whole. 5-game win streak. Remember that surprising Week 1 loss? All of a sudden, they're 5-1.
Man, you talk about that Week 1 loss to Tampa Bay, which was an early darling, and they fell off the pace before winning this past weekend. But you're exactly right about it. 5-game winning streak, that's wonderful. But they did have their struggles. Cleveland wasn't easy to win.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Second down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Justin Houston in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the gun, Bridgewater. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Kansas City sitting at 6-1, and they got to 6-1 in very convincing fashion with that 35-point win over the then 4-2 Bengals, a team that they'd lost 4 straight to going into that Sunday night affair. But Kansas City's rolling. This is a potential Super Bowl team, right?
It certainly is, and this team went 5-0 last year, then lost 6 of their next 7. I don't think they're in danger of doing that. I know people look at their defense and think, that's the weak link. But remember, they have pass rushers. That's always big because you can slow down a team that way. They take the ball away from people. They've been opportunistic over the years. So I think that, like Atlanta a couple years ago, going to the Super Bowl with a subpar defense, this team can do the same. And last year's Super Bowl,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
and that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into... And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A very solid gain of 27. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 7 on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Left, left. Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. New Orleans coming back out onto the field here, Charles, but let's discuss Drew Brees. We, of course, talked about him in great length last week when he became the league's all-time leading passer. Last week, he connected on career touchdown pass number 500 in that one-point victory against Baltimore.
Yeah, he's now beaten all 32 teams in the NFL. Only Brett Favre had done that prior to. And how about this? I saw the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame on Sunday, and he was there for a different reason. But I said, hey, with Drew Brees breaking all these records, is there enough space that you can get all this stuff in for him? He just said he keeps breaking them, we'll build him his own wing.
And his Purdue Boilermakers beat Ohio State. He was pumped after that. Good weekend for Drew Brees. Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Hurry up. Go Delta. Get wide now.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Bridgewater. He hits his target, left side, Watson. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, 38 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
His throw incomplete. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A second down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he missed it. Stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. They run with Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now it's Hunt. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, the penalty does everything but get them a first down. It's close here on second and inches. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
3 down, 3 down. Hold on. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Big stop, D. Left, 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 left. Hold on. Twist. Check 3. Ace, ace. He's checking. Crash.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football. right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Hey, ace, ace. Ace, ace.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hunt. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will set up field at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Flush to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 50 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw, right? And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. It got his man, complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hunt, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Slow. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
1st down, Bridgewater. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And
that's caught inside the 30. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 70 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's look back to some of those crazy finishes in Week 7 of the NFL last week. And it seemed like every game had a wild finish.
It certainly did. Dallas, Washington, Brett Maher off the upright from 52 yards following a questionable penalty against his long snapper that moved the ball back 5 yards. How about Cleveland, Tampa Bay? Cleveland claws his way back in. And then Tampa Bay wins the ball game with Chandler Catanzaro kicking the big field goal from 59 yards in overtime. Remember, he missed a 40-yarder in regulation. Justin Tucker missed an extra point. That's the headlines in and of itself. His first miss in the NFL. And New Orleans gets away with a victory. And New England, Chicago. Chicago throws the Hail Mary at the end of the game. Kevin White, 54 yards. He needed 55. Yeah. Stopped at the 1 yard.
I don't think I've ever seen a Hail Mary come that close but not get in. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. A toss play to Hunt. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Completes this one to Meredith, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Now Bridgewater. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now here comes Kansas City. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Bridgewater to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And Ginn's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Benjamin's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson flushed out right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here's Desmond King on the return. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Back out there come the Houston Texans, the AFC South leading Houston Texans, by the way. They are in 1st place, and they'll be home Week 8 against Miami. Charles, that's a chance for them to get to 5-3.
How about that? And remember, they started the season 0-3, and in the midst of that losing streak, their quarterback Deshaun Watson told everyone, if you're doubting us now, don't jump on the bandwagon later this season. And guess what? That bandwagon better be ready, because if there are some extra shocks to it, everyone hopping.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy. It was a deep guy. It came underneath on the drag.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 38 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On second down, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Watson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 29 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. As the Chargers come back out here, let's look at where they're at 7 games into the season. 5-2. Close win this past week in London against Tennessee. Very dramatic. Victory, and they won that game, Charles, without Melvin Gordon.
How about that? Because ordinarily no Melvin Gordon means it's tougher to run offense. They just went next man up mentality. They hope to get him back after the open week. But in recent years, didn't it feel like they lost every close game they were in? And that hurt their record overall, and they just missed the playoffs. This year, they're winning those games. Now 5-2 in the same division with Kansas City, who's 6-1 and playing awfully well. You can make an argument that they are 2 of the best teams in the NFL, maybe right behind the Los Angeles Rams.
Here's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd down, Rivers. Finds the man with a crossing route. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And spins away. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And now running right through it. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs.
And the pressure gets to him again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Tiger. Come back.
Here's Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Richmond.
From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans cut into that lead. And it's up and good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Chargers getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hey. You got 3. Three down.
Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Green the line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Miller. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Come back, come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Come back, come back.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Watson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Black 99, feel it.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Come back, come back.
On 4th down, Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Rivers from his own end zone on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, 47 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And now out comes Houston. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides, right? And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Chargers. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Rivers now to throw on first down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry. Number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Here we go.
Rivers now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window. Thing is flipped in the other direction.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rivers now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The protection really holding up that time. That's what you want in the 2-minute drill, but the coverage equally as good.
Yeah, I'd say it was protection both sides, right? Get it for the quarterback, make sure he had time to throw the football, and he did. Plenty of time, but nowhere to go with it downfield. So the coverage, as you noted, terrific.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Rivers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Reset, reset, reset.
After the interception, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final minute, and the Texans have broken the tie.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't. Now, late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.